Hey folks, what's going on? Originally I wasn't going to do this video. As you can tell, I'm not feeling well. I'm just getting over a sore throat and a cold. So I was going to wait till my voice healed up and then film this video, but tonight I'm kind of in the mood. So I thought I'd give it a go. So if you guys can handle the frog voice, then we can get through this. Alright, these are vinyl finds I scored about 3 weeks ago when I went to LA. Went to LA for a couple of shows. In my last video, I showed all my vinyl finds from Amoeba Hollywood. I was up there for 2 days for concerts, and this is what I got on the second day, kind of shopping around until it was time to go to my concert. So, some LA vinyl finds here. The first one's from a store called Record Surplus, which is technically still in LA, but it's just 5 minutes from the Santa Monica Pier, so let's just say Santa Monica. And this is a great store. Here's their bag. Great selection, great prices, and all the vinyl is usually in great shape, so a good selection in the store, and the prices are fair. The first one I'm going to show you from that store is from Iron Maiden. It's a bootleg. Killer Live is the name of this bootleg. And there's a back, little cool looking back cover too. This is a live recording, bootleg, audience recording from Red Rocks Amphitheater in Colorado in August of 2000. So really cool find and a really good addition to my Iron Maiden collection, and nice custom label for bootleg. Some nice packaging actually. So this was a really good find. The first two tracks were real attractive on here. Coast of the Navigator and Brave New World are the first two songs on this record. And my God, since I didn't score Brave New World, the album, on Record Store Day, this sort of made up for it. This is an audience recording. The performance itself is really good. The quality of the recording is so-so. But it is still fun to listen to, and I do enjoy it. And I get to hear Brave New World on my turntable, the song, and really good. Plus it has a lot of the classics from Maiden, like Wrathchild and 2 Minutes of Midnight, Trooper, Iron Maiden, the song, Evil at Mindu, and Number the Beast, to name a few. Really good live recording. Sound quality, not so great, but it's a bootleg, what do you expect, but still glad I pulled that one out. Next one I got is a picture disc from Marillion, and it's for the album Fugazi, the whole record on a picture disc, which is pretty cool. I have a lot of picture discs of Marillion 12-inch singles, but not a whole record, and so I was really thrilled to pull this one out. So really good find for me, being such a big Marillion fan. And I saw them in concert last month, and they were awesome. Absolutely awesome. Played a lot of songs from the new song Fear, but anyway, that's a different story. When I first started collecting Marillion on vinyl, it took me a long time to find a 12-inch copy of this album on vinyl. And when I finally did find it, then afterwards, it kept popping up every now and then. So I was really glad to find a picture disc of a record, a really good album. And for picture disc, the sound quality is pretty good. So this was a really good find for my Marillion collection, which seems to keep going and going and going. So picture disc of Marillion's Fugazi, really good find. Next up is from the Human League, the album Travelogue. I had this on vinyl already, but I noticed this particular copy sported a different cover. My original copy of Travelogue the cover looks like this. And I see this in the vinyl store and think, well, what the hell's the difference? What the hell is this then? And the reason for the different cover, this is a Canadian pressing of the album, Travelogue. And here's the back. And even the back is different from my original copy. So pretty cool. I bought it just for the different cover. That's the only reason. Still the same track listing, I believe. And it's on the Virgin label. So there's a green side, there's the red side. I just thought it'd be pretty rare to have both covers on vinyl. So this was only like $4, so I thought that was a good deal. I do like this album. I don't listen to it all that much, but it's nice to have like the two different covers. I believe there's only two. Maybe there's a third, who knows, but at least I got two, so right on. The next is a 12-inch single from Tears for Fears, the song Pale Shelter. And this is something I didn't have in my collection yet, but great to have this now. Really cool songs from their first album, and I don't see this 12-inch single come up every now and then in the vinyl store, so this was a good find. And a real good song too, and I gotta listen to this album more. It's a great album. So Pale Shelter from Tears for Fears. Let me lower this a little bit. And two 45s from the store. One from Stevie Nicks for the song Stand Back. Really good song. There's the back of it. And from Depeche Mode, People Are People. This is one of the first songs I heard from this band in 1984. And really thought it was a great song when I was 14. So nice to have this on a record. So those were the finds from Record Surplus. The next record store I went to was in Los Angeles again, and an area town called Silver Lake. The store is called Rockaway Records. This is their bag right here. This is a great store. It's like going to a music museum. All the cool memorabilia stuff they have, the collectibles they have, unbelievable expensive vinyl, rare collectible stuff, 45s. They got a whole wall full of 12-inch records that are very rare and collectible and expensive, but some good used finds can be found in this place if you take the time to dig. And here's what I pulled out of there. From Duran, Decade. This is like a greatest hits, a collection of singles from the 80s. From Duran, stuff you'd want to hear. Save a Prayer, Hungry Like the Wolf, Rio, Girls on Film, Wild Boys, Beautiful Kill, Union of the Snake. And there's the custom label there. So really cool, and it came with the original insert. I've always had this on cassette back in the day. I never seen it on vinyl before, so this was a really good find, and sounds great. I've already spun this a few times. Really dig this album. I don't dig the cover. I always thought they could have went with a better cover since it's like a collection of all their 80s hit singles, but whatever. It's nice to have all those songs on one album, so that was a great find. This was interesting. This is from the Talking Heads, and this is called Gimme Heads. Gimme Heads. And what this is a collection of demos and early live recordings from the Heads. And let's grab the bifocals here if I can read something. So we have like an early alternative version of And She Was, which is a demo. Early demo of Psycho Killer and Love Goes to Building on Fire, stereo version. Cities, acoustic version of Heaven. Naive Melody, which is an outtake from the movie Stop Making Sense. A song called Electricity, original version of the song that was retitled Drugs. So we got a lot of these are just early demos and very early live recordings. Very early live recording of a song called 123 Red Light. This is a very interesting record. You know, some of these demos sound like they were taken off of a cassette. So there's a lot of hiss. And then some of them are really good stereo copies. So, a very interesting record. I'm a big Talking Heads fan. I have a lot of their records, so this was a really cool album to add to that collection, just for interesting, rare tracks. Not something that will probably get a lot of spins, but it is an interesting listen if you're a big fan of the band like I am. So, pretty cool. So, Talking Heads, Gimme Heads. Funny title. Alright, and then we got this really weird shaped 45 single from Toto for the song Rosanna. There we go. This is a 45 single, believe it or not. The reason it has this picture on it is because of some Grammys that the band had won. Rosanna won Record of the Year, Best Pop Vocal Performance, Best Instrumental Arrangement with a Vocal. Steve Lukather won Best Songwriting of an R&B Song, Turn Your Love Around. So kind of all their Grammy, salute to all their Grammy awards and music awards in the shape of a Grammy. So pretty cool. So I bought it for the song Rosanna. It's a real rare thing to have. I don't see it around very often. The sound quality on here is not very good. I tried to spin this. It didn't sound very good. I have an album where I can listen to Rosanna on. This is just something cool to have. So die cuts single for Toto, and a 12-inch single from Culture Club, Church of the Poison Mind. This was only a couple of bucks, but I was gonna leave it behind, but I just like the cover. The song is good. I like the song. I always like the song. But this cover, I think is pretty cool. Pretty cool cover, and it has an interesting looking custom label there. So I thought, not bad for a few bucks. I went ahead and pulled the trigger on it, and I am glad I did. It was a cool find. Alright, so those are my finds from the store Rockaway. Next up is Freak Beat Records, a real great store in Sherman Oaks. I had a few minutes to dig there. I was in a big hurry. So I pulled a couple of picture discs. And again from Marillion, this is a 12-inch single though, for the single Incommunicado picture disc. I have this on a 12-inch single, black vinyl, but always cool to find these picture discs. And this was a good find because I love that song Incommunicado. I always love the artwork on these singles. They do a good job on their singles as far as the artwork. And the back is pretty cool too. Look at that. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Trying to go kind of fast before I totally lose my voice. Sorry for the sounding like Peter Brady here, but we all get sick sometimes. All right, next picture disc is from the Brothers Johnson for the album Blam. And a really nice collector's item here. This is like $9. So I love the Brothers Johnson. I love their music. So it was nice to have a picture disc of them. And this one's numbered, number 28,352. As you can see there. Great album, and it's really cool to have on a picture disc. The sound quality is so-so, but I have this on vinyl. It's amazing. So this is just a nice, cool collector's thing to have. And I was glad I scored it. So 2 really nice picture discs from Freak Beat Records. Such a great store. If you're ever in Sherman Oaks area of LA, visit Freak Beat. You'll find some good stuff there. The last store is the Record Parlor. This is actually just a block or so down the street from Amoeba. A really cool record store. It's a few blocks from Plywood Boulevard. And found some cool stuff there. Now, I don't need any more Genesis bootlegs, but this one looked interesting, so I thought I'd take a chance on it. It's Genesis, and there was Newberg, 1981, so this is basically the Abacab tour. And it's an audience recording, and it's not a very great audience recording. To be honest with you, I kind of feel like I should have left this one on the shelf. It's not that great of an addition to my Genesis bootleg collection. But I took a chance, and I can't say I'm all that happy with it because the sound quality is not that great. But it's something I've never seen before on vinyl. I thought I'd take a chance, and I kind of got snake bit on this one, but oh well. At least I got something different from Genesis, so. And a 12-inch single from the band The Time for the song Jungle Love. I've never seen this on a 12-inch single before. And I always did love the song when I was a teenager because it came out when I was in high school. And it's from the movie Purple Rain. And it's on the Warner Brothers label, so there we go. And the song on the B-side, or is it Jungle Love on both parts? No, the song Tricky is on the B-side. So really cool. Always loved that song since I was in high school. Still a cool jam to listen to now for remembering the old days, that sort of thing. Anyway, that was my vinyl finds from LA. When I don't feel like going to Amoeba, there are other stores and you can find some interesting stuff. Anyway, thanks for bearing with my frog voice. Must have been tough listening to me, so if you made it to the end of this video, God bless you. Alright, hope everyone's doing well, and I'll see you in the next video. Later on, Dave.